All right, good morning, guys. Today's May 11th, 2022, and let's get into the energy, see what's going on. Let's see what's going on today. See what's going on. Today's really the 11th? Sheesh. Collective. All right, guys. 3 of Cups, 2 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, all right. So, I think whatever it is that you may have been closed off to before, like, it's almost like you need to take time to yourself in order to see clearly. Because I feel like you were in a deadlock before. Whatever it was that you wanted to move forward with, I think you couldn't make up your mind. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the moon. Right under that, you've got the 8 of Swords. So I think you couldn't make up your mind because you didn't have all the information available to you. But I think you do now. I think you do now. Now, I think either somebody's coming in with this information, or this is just a realization, like an aha moment for you. But I feel like whatever it is that you've got going on, you're keeping that to yourself. You're not sharing that with anybody. You see your success. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see reason to celebrate after this. Like whatever this is going on right now, you see reason to celebrate, or you want reason to celebrate. You're trying to get to that place where, you know, you feel connected with a community, feel connected with people, feel connected with yourself. But I feel like you've lost yourself at some point, especially with the moon and the 8 of Swords there. Yeah, because, you know, how can you think clearly? So that's why you would come in like this, obviously. And if this doesn't resonate, just not for you. This is only for people it resonates with. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. And the Temperance up under that. Trying to find solutions. And here we go. 2 of Wands. Making a choice, picking a path. And I think before you didn't know what choice you should make, which is why there was the deadlock, you know, with the 2 of Swords. Definitely think that. But I think today it's like what you were confused about, where there was illusion before, I think that's being cleared up. I think it's being cleared up. And I think if there's any stop or block, it's literally you. Because I feel like there's a struggle with the mind games, mind tricks. 4 of Cups. Yeah, not interested anymore. You're just not interested in whatever, something. It's like you just not interested anymore. And so waiting for something to change, waiting for people to change, or your circumstances to change, you know, waiting for this change to happen, it's just taking a long time. And there's no desire to restart anything. You know, you've got the 3 of Wands in reverse. Waiting's over. You're tired of waiting. You know, this could be somebody in broken promises. Somebody that keeps coming in to tell you they're going to do something, and you're like, okay, you get excited and you wait for it, and you're like, shit, man, it didn't happen, you know? And you're like, God, I trusted you again. And so, you know, it's like, at some point, you just got to walk away. Yeah, 10 of Cups. That's what you got to do for your happiness. Sometimes you just got to walk away. So, let's see, some advice. Treasure Island. Didn't feel right, but that's the card. Breathe. Breathe. It's okay. It's all right. Just, you know, excuse I'm so sorry. Sorry. See, some of you are afraid to move forward. You see the path ahead of you. You see the potential ahead of you. You see yourself in a better place than where you're at right now. Mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. You see that. You see where you're at, where you want to be. It's a clear image. But getting from here to there, that's the difficult part. You know, my son said something to me yesterday. It made sense, you know. And he said, imagine you're in one corner of the room. And in the complete opposite of the room is where the door is, on the other corner, you know. So if you look at a square, you know what I mean. Top right, bottom left, you know, like diagonal corners. Like that's the room. You're in one corner, the door to get out is in the other corner. But the entire floor is covered with thumbtacks and you're barefoot. But the only way out of this room is through that door. There are no windows. You could push some of the thumbtacks out of the way. Maybe. Unless the floor is made that way. But what are you going to do? Do you stand in that corner and die in that corner? Or do you get the courage to haul ass across this floor, get out, tend to your wounds, and heal? Because that's what's happening. You're walking across a floor of thumbtacks, barefoot, and it's painful, and it's confusing, it's jarring. You want to get through it, you want to get out of it. Now you got to think about the amount of pain you're willing to tolerate. You could take small baby steps or giant leaps of faith. I can guarantee you the giant leaps of faith are less painful than the baby steps where you're not trusting faith. But I feel like whatever's going on, there's a build-up to this. Feels like a build-up to this courage even. And any knowledge, any items that you pick up along the way, they're for you. They're to be had here. Like, you hold them close. Don't share them. That's knowledge you need. Don't share it. Don't share it. Because as long as, and it's not anything to do with being sneaky. It's just, if you're in this position, it's because you've been held back, whether by other people's or your own thoughts. When you finally get the recipe to get out of that, you hold on to that. Once it's worked for you and you've tried this recipe out, then you can share it. But until then, every move you make, every thought you think, every plan you create, I really feel like it's not time to reveal that yet. By the book. Yeah. Stay consistent. Stay orderly. This is where you're going to find your balance. Keep your cards close to your chest. Because, yeah, flexibility is at the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. When you're rigid, you stay stuck. But I think... so sorry. But I think, so sorry. Sorry. All right, so I think that, I lost my train of thought there. I don't know what I think. This isn't going to resonate for everybody. However, I do feel like what's happening with this eclipse is really bringing out people's true colors, true intentions. You're able to see with this eclipse people's true intentions. And with Mercury retrograde, you're also going to see people stumble and mess up and make mistakes, leave tracks. It's very possible. But you have to think that on the opposite side of this energy, because there's always opposition, right? There's always an opposing side. On the other side is where you want to be, and that's where you're trying to get to. You're going to run across that room of tax, right? Yeah, because you're just not seeing it. You're not seeing how to get there. You know where you want to be. Or it may just be too confusing, too lonely. So not making a decision to move forward could really be hindering your progress. Let's see. Yep. Focus on goals, not obstacles. That's today. I'll try to get 2 more out if I can. If not, it's not. There's 1. It gets better. Yeah. Yeah. Ditch the dodo and bend like Beckham. Yeah, it's like, you know, when you keep, forgive them and let go. You know, when you keep putting so much work into something because you can see the result of that and like how that would pay off, but you're the only one who sees that vision and other people just can't see it. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not, they're not on the same wavelength as you. And when somebody's not on the same wavelength as you, there's just a constant resistance. And that is so hard to push through and work through. And when you have constant resistance, you know, it can trip you up too. Because then it can start making you question yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I really, you know, like you start doubting yourself. This is why I say, don't share any new information, any new emotion, any new, keep it to yourself. You know, I think we have people that just, you know, either really chatty, gabby, and, you know, they want to talk, and this, you should be able to do that. But it's very wise in this, at this moment, to hold on to that and wait. Whatever, there's just something you have to wait. You just got to wait. It's not that it's not coming, or it's not that it's not going to be there. You just have to wait. Yeah. Yeah, just step aside and wait. It's all about trust and faith at this point. But, so I'm not sure if this makes sense to anybody. I hope it did. It was confusing to me a little bit. But that's what I was getting. So, well, I'll see you on the flip side. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.